Today's we are going to watch about episode 2 of Loki season 2 starts in London 1977, with Loki and Mobius off on the hunt. They're in the sacred timeline and with Docs and X5 not responding, their only lead is a film premiere where X5 is the lead star. He's still undercover and with his cover blown when Loki and Mobius show up, he decides to flee. Loki gives chase and manages to track him down. But X5 blinks out of view and teleports back outside again. Loki quickly catches up though. Alongside his variants, X5 is brought back to the TVA, while his tempad is brought down for OB to check out. However, word comes in from Casey that Miss Minutes is actually helping Renslayer. Loki recalls the conversation he heard with He Who Remains, but the key is with the tempad. Naturally, it falls to the gang to play good cop, bad cop to get answers. X5's name is actually Brad, but he bites back and claims Loki is the real problem here and he's the one who's making everything worse. When X5 taunts Loki and calls him a loser, the latter decides to intimidate the hunter and demands to know where Sylvie is. It doesn't work though and Loki decides to back off rather than actually doing anything. He doesn't even smack Brad around a bit. Instead, Loki bemoans his own attempts to take over New York City because of his anger. Obi heads back to the temporal loom but unfortunately, the computer comes up with warning signs. He can't open the blast doors. When Casey and Hunter find out, Obi explains that only the person who designed it can open it with their temporal aura. Without Miss Minutes to help with overriding the lock, they're stuck. They need to try and bring her back, and the longer this goes on, the more chance they have of the whole thing collapsing. At the same time, Loki heads back in to see X5 with Mobius. Unable to get the information they need, and time running out, Loki decides to write the script himself. He demands answers over where Sylvie is while simultaneously torturing him. It seems to work quite well, with Brad trapped in a cube constantly growing smaller. He claims not to know where Docs is but he was tasked with looking for Sylvie, so surely he knows something. Brad claims he bailed out on that because Sylvie has a brand new life, but Brad is going to show them where she is. Sylvie is actually in Oklahoma, 1982 to be precise, working in McDonald's. Sylvie recognizes him and the pair talk. Sylvie isn't really in the mood to do so but agrees to entertain Loki for 5 minutes all the same. Sylvie eventually refuses to help and shrugs it off, claiming she doesn't care either. Unfortunately, it turns out Brad has been holding back. He points out that everyone is going to die if they hang about here. The TVA are going to bomb every branch including the one they're currently in. It's already started and with 30% down already and millions dead, the group work together, with Sylvie blasting the device and the TVA agents too. Sylvie decides to join Mobius back at the TVA in the end, where everyone is shocked to see that all those branching timelines have resulted in numerous dead. As the episode closes out, they get a hit on Renslayer's tempad. Sylvie decides to leave and go back to her life.